Well, hello. Can you believe it? I'm here. All right, well, it's been forever. I haven't talked to you in forever. Oh my goodness, look who I have. Thank you so much. There's Miss Millie Rose. Say hi to the friends, Millie. Say hello to everybody right here. You see this? You see right here? So look over here. She is so, goodness sakes, she is so Millie. Hi, Misty. How are you? Oh my goodness. So I haven't seen you guys in forever. I missed you all. It's been, oh my gosh, it's been too long. Everything has gone on. We have been through so much. There's so many things I've wanted to do, so many things I haven't done. But whatever, I'm here, right? That's what matters. It's a miracle is straight up what it is. Oh my goodness. So where do I, there's so much has happened. Where do I even start? She's getting so big. In fact, we had her appointment at the endocrinologist today. And even though I have a video for you about her doctor's appointment, she had 4 doctor's appointments in 1 week, like 2 weeks ago. And so I'm putting that video out tomorrow. And it tells her weight and everything that was going on because there were so many things we had to check off and so many things we're worried about. So we got her into all these different specialists that they said we needed to see and found out what we needed to find out, whether she needed all these different things. But today she was at the, that's weird because I put do not disturb on my phone and it didn't work. I don't know what I did wrong. I'm sorry, I'm new at this. Anyway, so what I was trying to say is that new at this because I'm not very good at this is what I mean by it. I don't do it that much anymore, right? But so she went to this endocrinologist and they wanted to do her thyroid test and a whole bunch of stuff. They did 3 huge fat vials. I mean, like adult sized vials. And it was awful. Oh my goodness. They poked in that right arm over and over trying to find a vein and digging around in there. It was just horrible. She was just screaming and crying. It was so sad. And then they did it with the left arm and they got right in and filled up all those vials and she's done. But she was 13 pounds and I'm really excited about that. It's taken a long time to get her there. She's had a lot of recovery, but she's recovering and that's the good news, right? Yeah, and she's going to physical therapy every week now. I think it's helping. I mean, I was doing most of the stuff they're doing, but they just focus on it for longer periods of time and whatever. And I've got some pictures I'll include in that video too. Thanks, Misty. I think she looks great too. We're pretty excited. In fact, we have to judge kind of by how she looks otherwise. So we're going to get to all that. So I have just been run ragged. That's the bottom line, right? I've just been going back and forth. I've just been trying to get everything done. I gave up for a while. I got back in the game. I get back in the game once a week. I ran away. If you didn't see my Disneyland video, I mean, good golly, if you saw that video today, that means you only caught part of it because the first like few minutes or just music. I thought I could add music to it using YouTube video, YouTube music, and I did, and it worked. It worked so well you can't hear a daggum thing. Oh well, what do you do, right? So yeah, that and I already put to take it down, but it's a process. It takes time. I guess it doesn't happen immediately, so it's still there. Yeah, right? Yeah, I've only put up a few videos here and there. It's just been a lot taking care of a baby. I don't know how people do it with new babies. Like me, that's just one more thing to juggle, and who's got time for that? I was spending so much time just loving this little baby girl. She's just so sweet. She's been so much fun, and she's growing up, and you know, she can scoot a little bit. She can scoot backwards mostly. and she can grab things and shake her rattle and play with her toys. And she can almost roll over all the way. She hasn't all the way yet, but she's almost there. She can definitely still from the front. She can roll to the back, but she's been having a hard time from the front, from the back to the front. So she's starting to learn that. So I'm pretty excited about that. Yes, it's my daughter. She is, yeah, right? She is 7 months old, almost 8 months old now, so that's pretty exciting. She had her heart surgery in August, on the 1st of August. She was there for about 4 or 5 days, and now she's just home and growing and getting into everything and every stuff. Do you want your toys? She usually likes to do playtime on the floor. She's reaching for her rattles and stuff, so I should probably put her down because she loves to do that. Should I get you down, or do you want to sit here and say hello? I thought you would look at the camera more. You must not see yourself. Do you want to see yourself up there? Nope, she's not interested at all. Well, if you just give me a second, I'll let her go play. There you go, baby love. There you go. There you go. All right, back in business. Yay, it's me. So, yeah, I ran away for my birthday. You saw that. I went to Disneyland. Millie's had doctor appointment after a doctor appointment. She doesn't have to go see her cardiologist for a couple more weeks. We checked in with the pediatrician, and she doesn't have to go back to the pediatrician till she's about 9 months old. So that's really good. But, you know, when you have a lot of kids, you just do the best you can. That's all you can do. Nothing's going to be perfect. We just, oh my gosh, just the best we can. That's all there is to it. So, don't worry about asking questions, even if they're hard questions, because I don't mind answering them. Statistics show that when a baby has Down syndrome, it can come from any age parent. About 40 to 50% of babies born with Down syndrome do have heart problems. Hence, the fact that there aren't as many women having babies at my age, the ratio for Down syndrome goes up because there's less of us having babies, so there's not as many to compare it to. But yes, because she has Down syndrome, she was in that 40 to 50% that had the large AVSD, which is typical. In fact, if you're following me on Instagram, I've been posting something almost every day this month about Down syndrome to educate people, because I was completely ignorant before I found out I was pregnant with her. And then I learned as much as I could, and that was all there was to it. So that's just kind of the information I do. So if you have Instagram, you can look me up at Got Kids Keep It Real. And I'm also on Facebook at Got Kids Keep It Real. And also, if you just want mom support, I have a mom support, Keep It Simple. So you can check out those pages if you'd like to just see some fun stuff sometimes. And like I said, I've been posting every day. I haven't always been posting on YouTube, but I should. But most of you are on my Instagram. Oh, don't worry about it. We think it's really cool. You know, an extra chromosome just means she's extra cute. And she's just been the joy of our lives. In fact, my husband and we're just so glad she has Down syndrome. It has made it to where we are the most excited parents, and we don't mind that she has Down syndrome at all. In fact, it's been a gift and a blessing for our family. I have one of the posts I made recently on Instagram is about the fact that we think that she might be a mosaic, which makes her even more unique. You know, it's already pretty rare that you get a kid with Down syndrome, but the fact that she can offer us so much in a different way, being a Down syndrome baby. We think it's the perfect way to top off our family. She's baby number 13, so that's been really fun. But, and yeah, I'm 47, well, I'm 48 now. I was 47 when I had her, and it was definitely harder at 47. Meaning just getting back on my feet and all the stuff I'm going through, but I don't even mind. I feel like it's a privilege that we get to have a baby with Down syndrome, because she is a straight up blessing from God. And the minute she was born, the second she was born, the love that she brought to our home permeated the room, permeated the house, permeated all the children. All the kids came in, gathered around, welcomed her into the family. They would not, one of them would get rid of her. They think that she's their favorite. It's just such a blessing to our family. And, you know, when I've heard that, like, in the 90 percentile, people, when they find out they have a Down syndrome baby coming, a baby with Down syndrome, that they abort that baby, that just, splits my heart right open. I am so glad I kept this baby. I couldn't be happier. The nice thing is because she is the way she is, she takes things a little slower, so she's not getting into everything just yet. It gave me a chance to get back on my feet, wrap my head around the situation, and get back in the game. And that's just the way it goes. But you know, I have my oldest daughter, she's got 2 kids, and you know, she's in her 30s having her babies. Me too. I'm so glad I kept her. So my daughter, you know, she's in her 30s and she's got 2 kids, and they're running amok in her life, and she's having a hard time wrapping her head around everything and keeping up with everything, saying, Mama, how do you do it? You know, and the same with my little daughter-in-law, my son and my daughter-in-law, they have 2 kids, and they're like, how did you keep going? How did you keep doing it? And I'll tell you what, 1, 2 babies is difficult because it's a challenge and it's new to you. But there comes a time that when you start having more children, that it gets easier. Harder in some ways, don't get me wrong. I mean, 5, 6, 7, 3 about threw us over the edge, because you got 1 that goes to mama, 1 that goes to daddy. Who holds this one? You know, it's just a juggling act, and that's what I compare it to, is juggling. Every time we had another baby, yeah, 13 kids, I gave birth to each and every one of them. My husband and I have been married for almost 30 years. Just kidding. Yeah, we could brag about it just because we've made it, sorta. I mean, we're 30 years and people get divorced after 30 years, but we don't want to. We've been working really hard at it. So yeah, that's just kind of where we're at. And so I gave birth to all these kids, and what more do you want? We actually are, we are, but I think that was something that I felt as a very young child. I've said this on some of my videos before. As a very young child, I knew I wanted a big family, and I knew I wanted 13 kids. I didn't know once I was an adult if I would ever have 13 kids. I didn't know if it was even possible. But after I had baby 11 and 12, because they were twins, they're our only twins. Once I had baby 11 and 12, then I got to the place where I didn't know if I was going to have any more kids. I didn't know if I was going to be blessed with any more kids. So after 5 or 6 years, I got off of white flour and white sugar and wanted to do the keto thing, and I was drinking pickle juice, and bam, out of nowhere, I was pregnant. I didn't even know that that's the keto thing, is you get pregnant, you know, when you go keto, because you drop that sugar and flour. Will you turn that light on for me, Sweet Pea?
Of course.
Thank you. Right there behind you. Oh, just wait. So yeah, that's just what made it happen. Whoo, look there, let there be light, right? Hello, everybody that's here, all the new ones, all the old friends. Oh my goodness, I've missed you guys. Oh my goodness, I love our chats. So I think we should start coming back once a week on, usually on Thursdays, but if my husband's home, sometimes a little more complicated, so I'll let you know. My husband's on a 72 right now. He's been gone for 2 days, so things are a little rough because I'm doing it on my own, but I'm used to it. It's fine. It's just, I was a little frazzled after that doctor appointment when they, you know, poked those holes in her. That's so hard. Back to the days when you would report if you stayed off sugar. Yeah. Now, report if I'm still off of sugar? Heck no! That was too much. I wish I would have never went back on sugar, but you know, I'm human and I had a baby and they brought brownies and one thing led to another and then it's a downward spiral and I had a birthday and I went to Disneyland. I didn't even say that on the Disneyland video. We ate a churro every single day because we wanted to. We had cotton candy one day because we wanted to. We had popcorn almost every day because we wanted to. And we had a turkey leg and we had pickles and what else did we have? We had, Dole Whips. They had those pineapple Dole Whips over at the Tiki Room. That was so fun. Don't you love how when I do these lives that they're just like all over the place? It's not just one topic, it's everywhere. Oh my gosh. I think it's like that when you actually come to my house and talk to me too, so you should feel special because just like you're here with me. And you can find out everything that's going on. The kids are doing good. So I told you about Tuesday and my son. I told you about, let's see. So I have one son who does drives up in Utah. He does Lyft and Uber. Then Sunshine, she's living back with us at home. And yeah, right. Well, it's not really squirrel. It's more like it came up. So let's talk about it. But I guess that's kind of like squirrel. It's not like I have an actual plan when I'm on here and I'm going to follow this schedule and I'm going to do all this. I mean, I'm going to say hello and I'm going to say goodbye, but that's about all I can really count on in here. You never know the questions that are going to come up. Like somebody wrote, talk about what your kids are going to dress up as for Halloween. And I'm like, that's for a later day because it's the early October. We aren't talking about what they're dressing up as. No, I didn't buy their costumes at Costco. I'm trying to talk them out of trick-or-treating this year, but I'm not sure they're going to go with that. So I think I'm going to have to see if they can trick-or-treat in our neighborhood, and then maybe I can buy their candy from them. Like for $20 a bag, maybe they'll sell it to me. Or maybe we could donate their candy to the veterans, poison them instead. Totally kidding. That's what it feels like. But you know, what do you do with candy? That's a lot of candy and it makes cavities, and my kids' teeth seem to fall victim to that easier than other people's. I know mine did when I was younger. So yeah, and on the video, did you see it, Heather? So on the video, I had said, hey, you guys exit stage left. Thank you. Come back later. They all want to see the baby, of course. Will you shut that door, please? Thank you. And then in the video, I said, you know, I've been putting on a little bit of weight. And yeah, I am. And I don't care. I'm holding steady where I'm at. I'm like 170. Oh. But what do? You know, you're nursing a baby. You're just trying to eat when you're hungry. And, you know, you go half the day without eating anyhow. So why would you hurry up and eat on purpose? I'm like kind of doing an OMAD thing right now. So I think that's what's holding me steady right here. But, you know, like one day recently, I just ate Rocky Road ice cream. It was all I had all day long. Sorry. I don't know why they're calling me. It's so dumb. Whatever. Let's see. So I talked to you about the kids. I still am homeschooling the 4 youngest daily, the twins. Well, I'm only homeschooling 3 of them, but Millie is home, so that's so that makes 4 kids that are at home during the day with me. And then I have a son that's a lifeguard. I have a son that's putting what do you call that? Solar panels on on rooftops. He does that. I have another son that's in 2 sons that are in high school. One, he's in like drama, and he's one that used to get in trouble. He's in drama and the Key Club and I don't know, all these service clubs. I think that's really good for him, and he likes it, and he does other projects. So yeah. And then And then I have the other one that's in high school, and he's in junior Air Force. It's kind of like ROTC, but it's not for the Army, it's for the Air Force, and he's doing really well there, so he likes that class. And then I have one that's at junior high, and the 3 that are staying home are all in elementary school, and they're all doing really well. We're focusing extra on reading this year. I want all their reading to move up. I'm not 100% all homeschool next year. It's just really difficult with Millie. It just depends on her progress and how she does. So, yes, he is doing so much better, and he's just staying out of trouble. He doesn't want to get in trouble anymore. He's kind of sick of that course. So he's just being such a good kid. He asks permission. He comes home on time, and I think it was just a lot of love and a lot of rehabilitation. Like, I kept taking him places to learn more things. Like, they did a thing, some kind of class, and I took him to that. It was free to the public. And then just seeing a specialist, just to try to help him make sure he's doing okay. And, you know, that's just whatever you got to do for your kids is what you do, right? That's what I do. Yes. And, yeah, you know, I think it's really great when people have I actually follow a lot of these groups on keto and for women on keto, and they're losing so much weight. Oh my gosh, they're so skinny and they look so beautiful. And I'm so impressed because they're only doing it for 3 months. And I'm like, when I quit nursing the baby, I'll do it for 3 months. I'll do it for 3 months after I have the baby. Oh, I messed myself up. After I quit nursing the baby, I'll do it for 3 months, and I'll be back to normal, and whatever normal is or looks like, that's what I'll do. Had to plug in my phone. So many problems today. I'm so out of practice. That's what I get for taking so much time off. So yeah. Oh my goodness. Why is it so stupid? And then it wanted to know if I should trust this device. What the heck? So weird. I thought I was charging it, but maybe it's not charging. Anyways, so do you have any questions for me? Do you want to know anything I haven't told you? I mean, I threw up at the mouth and told you everything, I think. Did I tell you everything? I don't want to miss anything. Try to think if there's anything else I wanted you to know. Anyways, I have a lot of kids. It's my life, right? But it's what I do. I love my life. I feel so blessed. People who don't have kids, I feel sorry for you because they make your life so much better. They're just more fun and entertaining. And I just really realized that my job is to just be loving to them and encourage them. I'm like their cheerleader and just root them on and just get them really pumped up for life, and they can do it. And I'm not supposed to judge them or be harsh on them. I mean, sure, I can reprimand and whatnot, but you know, I learned this little trick. I've been passing around. I read it on an article, and it was the coolest piece of advice I've ever heard. And that was, when you give your kid a hug, don't be the first one to let go. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, I just love that. So what I do is I don't let go first, and it's been really awesome. Yes, it's been cold. That's why I'm wearing my sweater. Today it's a little colder anyway because it's windy outside. So yeah, windy weather is more difficult here. And anytime you come to Vegas, let me know. We will go to lunch. I might could meet you for a field trip if you bring your kids. And we could have a jolly old time anytime. You got my number, so you could call. And if you don't, you could contact me on YouTube and we can message or something, you know? So yeah. And then I'm still taking my vitamins. Oh, the weather in March is beautiful. It's like spring here, and it's probably in the 70s. And you may need a sweater in the evening, but that's about it. It's perfect here in March. It's very beautiful. And it rains more in April than it does in March here. So April, May, probably more May anyway. So yeah, anyways, so I hope everybody's enjoyed being here today. I haven't seen any more questions pop up. I'm going to double check real quick, make sure I didn't miss any. And then, because it looks like I covered everybody's questions. I know, isn't that such a shame that I'm not off sugar anymore? I'm such a loser. I really need to just, whatever. Oh, check this out. So my husband, he was inspired by everybody that was doing keto. So he started doing keto for a long time, right? And he lost a lot of weight doing keto, and he looked amazing. And then he started putting some weight back on because he got off of keto. And so he got back on keto, and then he was gaining weight while he was on keto, and he's like, I'm doing something wrong. I'm eating too many of the things I shouldn't eat. I'm gonna try this carnivore diet. So he's been eating straight up carnivore for the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks. So he just like buys these big old slabs of meat. Just, oh my gosh. I don't even know if this is appropriate to talk about on my channel. I'm just blown away. He is crazy. He's like the hunter-gatherer guy. He's out there just eating some eggs and some meat, and there you go. So, I don't know. We're nuts. But anyway, so I've been on here a way long time, probably longer than I planned. I can't believe it's been this long. But I hope that you've enjoyed being here. I hope you loved the little pickup of Millie, and I hope that you're getting to watch our videos. I'm trying to put more out there. There's so much I want to do, and just time doesn't allow me to do it. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Heather. You're so sweet. I love all of you guys. You're awesome. My friends. I don't get to go to people's houses. I don't get to go hang out. I can try, but it takes so much work. This is easier because I can just sit down and the baby's right here and she's playing with her toys and it's so cute. So yeah. Anyways, so take care. Have a great week. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know if you're excited for Halloween coming up. Oh my goodness, am I the only one who hates candy? Because I'm going to eat it all, right? And if I don't eat it all, the kids are going to eat it all, and then they're going to have cavities. That means another trip to the dentist and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, we'll meet again in next week. Like I said, it's October now, and because of Disneyland, I didn't last week, but I will start doing them once a week. So here we go. Let's play for the rest of the year. Until we meet again, all right? God be with you. Until we meet again. Take care. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. You think I'd have learned after all this time? Nope, I suck.